I'm Anthony Murray with the Unlocker Talks on Wednesdays. I'm excited because today I'm going to talk about avoiding distractions. And there's a gentleman in the Bible, he was a young guy, kind of remind me of you. I mean, you kind of remind me of us. And when I say in the position in life, he was in a position in life where he was emerging, he was coming up. God was doing miracle signs and wonders in his life, and he realized this extreme weight of a calling on him, just like you. Let me break it down. Don't you want more? I am. Man, I'm working on, I want to be better. I can't help it. You too, right? With all our problems we got, how can me and you get more? How can we do better? How can you be a better woman? How can I be a better man? How can we be better as a team? Just better, better, better. One of the things that always mess with me, and I'm sure it bothers you too, because in our society it's happening to everybody, and it's distractions. See, Timothy was about to teach us, and I'm going to do the best job I can to help you understand this for you. Avoiding the weeds of distractions. Here's the scripture, 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 16. It says, but shun profane and idle babblings, for they will increase to more ungodliness. What does that mean? Well, let's back it up. Increase more ungodliness. What do I think about that? Let's talk about ungodliness from the perspective of you just not being the man or the woman God called you to be. Let's call it missing the mark. Let's call it me and you messing up our life and missing opportunities that could have made our life better. Let's talk about how that happens. Let's talk about, how does that happen in a marriage? How does that happen in a business? How does it happen with our money and our family? I want to read it again because it hits me too. But shun profane and idle babblings, for they will increase to more ungodliness. So missing the mark. It's ungodly for you not to trust God. Saying stuff like, I quit saying stuff like this years ago when I started learning that wealth is a mindset. Poverty is the mindset. I'm never broke. My money in circulation is just not on me. For me to say I'm broke is vain babbling. How can I be broke when God's my source? How can I be broke when I'm the money? I'm talking me. Same thing for you. When God's your source, and when I say I'm the money, I learned the blessing ain't on my house. The blessing ain't on my church. I got a top of the line studio. The blessing ain't on this equipment. The blessing on me. Oh, I learned this in life. I learned this one the hard way for you. The blessing on you. It's your talent, it's your gifting, and it's your blessing, but it comes from God. But what'll mess you up with all your gifts and talents, and you came from a good family. I can smell you in the spirit on here right now. You get distracted. You let that man distract you. You was on your pursuit of happiness. You was on your way of being whole. You have been doing your work and your healing, and you let some man say the wrong thing and got you off point. Some woman, bro, sir, mister, mister, you was on your way. Tell the truth. You was finna hit it big. You was finna make it, and you messed it up because you got distracted. So number one, watch what you say. My money in circulation is not on me. I'm never broke. Some things you shouldn't say. I think that's where they got some of this cuss word stuff, and I get it. It was such a sin. You said the B word, the S. That's so funny. No, what scripture really saying is, you are what you say you are. You can do what you say you can do. You can have what you say you can have. And profane and idle babbling is you talking this foolishness like you the source. Like your job the source when they just fired you. They handing out pink slips. They taking retirement, 401ks. They taking Social Security away. Who the source? It's vain babbling to put your trust in things that rust and don't last. It is profanity. We ain't talking about saying the S word. We're talking about you speaking death over your own family. This is just how life is for us. Why? Why would you say that to your son? It's just like this for us. Why he got to believe that? Somebody told you that mess and you believe it. Avoiding the weeds of distractions is watching what you say first, because what you say, you produce out of your mouth. It happened in your life. So speak life. How do I speak life? Start saying I can. Start saying I will. Start saying it's got to happen. Be like that old widow. If you from church, you know what she said. They asked the old granny, the widow, the old lady. They asked grandma, how are you doing? She said, it is well. She was going through the worst time of her life, but she spoke positivity over the negativity because your words have power and your word is the seed. It's a powerful seed. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That was the biggest lie they said in school. What you say will hurt you. Vain babbling. So Timothy is saying, I'm in the game like you, and you're going to have to start speaking life. Just as weeds choke out crops, distractions or ungodly influence can choke out spiritual growth. So let's go to the next one. Who you hanging with? Man, when I stop hanging with broke people, and see, it sound like broke people. I was broke people. So let me get this straight, and let me help you. Broke for me was repoed my car, repossessed, foreclosed my house, and my credit score was so low they wouldn't finance a popsicle. So I can say broke. I know what it's like to have a whole family and hope you got $60 on the light bill and they cut it off, and I'm begging and hoping and hustling and trying to work the guy who cut it off to say, can you please take this check, even though I know it's going to bounce, to give me 3 more days, see if I can cut enough hair, because I got children at this house and the lights got to be on. I know what it's like. Broke people think like this. So I had to stop hanging with broke people that told me that's just life for us. No, it ain't. That's all we can have. No, it ain't. That's all you can do. I built a mega church. Built it. From 0 to 6 years, mega. People say, why did you do it? Because I believe I can have more than that. You telling me in my 20s and early 30s, that's the biggest I can get? That's all I can have? No. But distractions, you know, some of the biggest things that's hurt me is being distracted. So let's break it down. Stop hanging with people that's below your station. And stop listening to people that's never done it, that don't love you and have no vested interest in your destiny. They are sent by the devil and Satan from hell to distract you. And while I'm saying it, you can see their face right now. Your instincts agreeing with me, but your emotions disagreeing. Your spirit telling me, saying he right. You getting unlocked, but your emotions and your stinking thinking is what's making you hold on to this man and hold on to this woman. And sometimes it be family. Do you know your family can be a big distraction? Because their job is to remind you of your greatest weaknesses and your greatest fears. Oh, you used to be like this. I knew you when you was a little boy. I remember when you didn't have nothing. Oh, you think you like this now. Oh, you doing it. Sometimes it's your best friend. That's why you got to quit calling people bro and sis all the time, because that's emotion. You got to look at, if you my friend, friends are for times of adversity. If you're not here when I need you in my worst times, you just a distraction to be coming up now. People, here's the next thing, places where you go can distract you. I ain't got time to talk about epigenetics, but study it. It's when your DNA and your genes are affected and influenced by the environment that you're in. Yeah. Have you ever heard about somebody being institutionalized? They locked up. Well, you're not institutionalized in a jail, but you institutionalized in poverty. Because you don't believe. But not after today, say it. Say, not anymore. I believe now. I want you to say it. Because I'm not trying to penalize you and punish you. I'm just trying to give you the game. I'm the unlocker. I'm trying to give you this key. But this is a hard talk I got to have with you. Your problem is you don't believe, and then you turn around and speak and spit negative language. And you think other people think they better than you. They know they better than you. Because they know now what I'm trying to give you. They know not to let you come around with your negative talking. That's why you're not invited. That's why you can't come to the party. That's why they used to call you no more. Because they have ascended and moved to a next level, and you still, hey, how the day going? They said, man, the day is beautiful. And you saying, well, you know, man, nobody know my side. Who want to hear that? Who want to hear your problems all the time? It's the stinking thinking. Just as weeds choke out crops. Watch this. Distractions will choke out destiny. Ungodly influence. I'm not trying to be deep like you got to be so perfect, because none of us are. But ungodly influences is people who don't trust God. You trying to come up, you got to make a sacrifice. You can't be running with people and hanging in places where people don't trust God, because you need God. You're not getting yours like they got theirs. Grace fits. Your grace not their grace. Their grace not your grace. Your grace is your grace. It's not working for you with them. Just as weeds choke out crops, distraction and ungodly influence can choke out spiritual growth. Here you trying to pray and they want to party. Ain't nothing wrong with partying, but it's wrong when you trying to pray. You trying to save your money. They blowing their money. You trying to get off drugs. They trying to get in. They trying to experience new drugs. You trying to get discipline over your flesh. your sexuality, your emotions, and your temper, they are diving deep into this ungodly stuff, and it's destroying them and you. Come on out. We all got to come out. Avoiding the weeds of distractions, but shun profane and idle babblings, for they will increase to more ungodliness. The ungodliness that I'm talking about is you missing the mark. See, it's ungodly for you to trust yourself and you know you failing and don't put it in God's hands. It's ungodly to lie and know that you understand that you're going to have to pray to make it today. You ain't going to be able to do what other people do. Missing the mark is a sin. Look at you living beneath your privilege. That's why you ain't happy. That's why you getting attitudes and be depressed, because you trying to stuff yourself in a life that God gave you. Your life bigger, but you trying to stuff yourself in this body, in this life, this body of work, this company you work for, these friends, this person you think you love. You trying to stuff yourself into this person, and it won't work because you bigger than that. My name is Anthony Murray. This is what I do. I'm unlocking you. Don't leave me yet. Stay with me for another minute, because this hard work, and you know it is. You don't never see the weed choking it out. You only see the weed being green with a little flower on it, looking pretty. But the weed is being evil to the fruit tree. It's been evil to the cucumbers or your like I want to do a greenhouse. I want to do a greenhouse in my house. I want to grow the spices, thyme and I want to grow garlic and all this. But if I let weeds in the garden, the weeds gonna grow bigger than the fruit. It's gonna grow bigger than the sweet potatoes, and the roots gonna choke it out. And that's what some of your friends doing. They being next to you like they love you. They shining, but deep down they say stuff like, well, a lot of people fail at this. Well, it ain't gonna happen for you. They say that little slight stuff, and it's a distraction. And let me get back onto this. In places you go, some places you go, watch this in the world. You ain't tired yet, you need to hear this. You need to hear this. When I learned this, it freaked me out, but it blessed me. You know what I learned? That some places are hospitable to you. What I'm saying is you can't prosper everywhere. I know you think, I'm gonna minister to the whole world. No, you're not. Because the whole world won't accept you. God designed it like that. So some places that you go, just as weeds choke out crops, distractions and ungodly influence can choke out your spiritual growth. So some areas even in the world, and some areas in your family, some areas in the ministry, some areas in business, you're not designed to prosper in. You got to know what that area is. Why they not? Because it's full of weeds. And the weeds are designed in the wrong place that God didn't design you to prosper, will choke out and terminate your destiny. Like me, I don't like the cold. I ain't gonna prosper in Alaska. I can tell you now, I ain't gonna make it. I can tell you now. Nope, I'm the Anthony Murray, the Unlocker. My ego can be this big. But I'm telling you, if I have to pastor in Alaska, I'm not gonna do well, because I don't prosper in the cold. I prosper at the beach. I know it. I prosper in the heat and white sand and water. If around that, I'm gonna prosper. I prospered in Paulding County, Atlanta, and Lithia Springs. Now, there's other areas in the world I prosper, but there's some areas that's inhospitable. What am I trying to say? You got to take time to put yourself in the right environment if you're gonna make money. If you're gonna find love, if love gonna find you, you're gonna have to put yourself in the right position, and you're not in the right position right now. You're doing good, but God wants you to do great. Isn't it amazing when you got a calling on your life that you can want to settle for less, but God says no. I'm sending you to a place. I learned that God will bless a place and God will bless a person. God will bless a man and God will bless a place. Why do you think the Garden of Eden was a place? The Garden of Eden was a place to prosper. When God wanted to punish Adam and Eve, he took them out of that place. He took them out of a place that whatever he said or thought, it could produce to thorns and thistles. Thorns and thistles and the sweat of your brow outside of Eden. Inside of Eden, you speaking it, it is so. You got to decide what you want to do. But I'm telling you this, and I'm out. You know it's true. What's distracting you is killing you. It's killing your destiny and your purpose, and it's hurting your money. You want to grow spiritually? You want to grow in relationship with God? Here's the key. Get around somebody that's already grown spiritually. You want to get wealth and make money? Get around somebody that's already has wealth and making money. You want to find love and understand how to have sustained love, systemic love, a love that touches so many things? Be around a man or a woman. Go get coached. Go listen to a man or a woman that's been around love over time and been successful at it. That's how I stay unlocked. Listen, I got a coaching program that's going to help you. It's called Currency Unlocked. You need it. Click the link in my bio and get Currency Unlocked. I'm going to teach you how to get these resources into your life in your hands right now. And I want to challenge you to sow today. This talk was a blessing to you. You got unlocked. I want you to get a seed of $40. I believe we can do this in unity today. All of us together. I want you to get a $40 seed. Of course, you're going to do more. Of course, you will. But together, let it at least be that. Let's go for that. All right? Let's get a $40 seed. Go to my Cash App. It's $AMM Network. That's me. I'm going to be giving you hands up or hearts. I want to know you gave it. I want to know. $AMM Network on the Cash App. Get that $40 seed and sow it. So many people do more, people do less, but all of us give God our best. If it matters to you, it matters to God. And I heard one of my ministers say it, and it blessed my life. Whatever we release, God will replace. My name's Anthony Murray, and you